What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Come on, let's go. The sun's starting to come up. We're gonna head to Waco Dam to put in 6 miles. That's what's on the training plan for today. So we finished up 2022. I ran my 100-mile race in Glen Rose, Texas at the Dinosaur Valley Endurance Run. I finished. That was the goal. I finished. Definitely want to improve my 100-mile time, but the goal that day was to finish, and we finished, and I can't be any happier than that. But as far as that goes, so we got the 100-mile race in. I did something like 380 miles over the summer to train for that, in preparation for that. The race was in November. Then basically all of December kind of just took off, just relaxed, kind of recouped. And the biggest news is in the end of December, the very, very end of the year, we actually sold our farm. So if you weren't familiar, we were farming on about 40 acres here in Texas, raising everything from pasture-raised pork to chicken and eggs, a little bit of beef, but we've sold everything, almost everything we own. Paid a bunch of stuff off, but the main driving factor behind that was I do have a full-time job. So between my full-time job and the farm, it was just taking too much time away from the kids. So we decided to quit the farm and sell everything and just spend some more time with the kids. Do some more traveling this year and do some things like that. But that wraps up 2022. I took a little time off, and I did an Instagram post the other day, or a reel rather, that said off season is over, and off season is definitely over. We're into like late February now, and it's go time. It's time to get the training in. I have a race in Wyoming coming up in like 2 weeks in March. This time of March in Wyoming, it's very cold. It's going to be snow on the ground. I looked at the weather here recently. It's like 0 degrees. So it's going to be a lot different than it is here in Central Texas. But the game plan is to layer up, keep warm, and power through it. The race is called the Drift 100 because there is a 100-mile distance to it. I'll only be doing the 28-mile distance. This whole race is a preparation for my 100-mile race in Wyoming this summer in August. So up in Wyoming, you have there's just a whole bunch of different factors that we have that we don't have here in Texas. The main one being the elevation. So this race here in 2 weeks is, like I said, only 28 miles, but it's going to be a good test of how the elevation affects me, maybe what I need to do to change my game plan or even my training plan for the big race in August. Also, not only the elevation being up there with a limited amount of oxygen in the air, but also the amount of mountains, the elevation climbs. So we'll see that, how much of a factor that is. Here in Central Texas, I don't know. I have like maybe 1 or 2 hills that's like 100 feet elevation climb. There's no elevation here, so I get in as much as I can, but we'll see how that goes. So for this week, this is my last build-up week. Today I have a 6 mile, then the next day I'll have an 8 mile, then another 6 mile, and then I think it's like a 22 mile run. And then the next week it'll be a just take it easy week, the week before the race. So this will be the last build-up week. But then, so after this week and after this video, the next video will be the actual race video. And then after that, I don't think, big bumps, I don't think I'll be taking any time off. But after that it'll be a big workup to August. That'll be, you know, the 100-mile race, tons of elevation, and so it'll be a whole training plan of that. And my goal will be to, I don't know if I'll be able to do a video a week, but I'm going to be putting out more videos of me doing that training plan, gearing up for Wyoming. So look forward to that. That'll be fun. Kind of just take you along with the whole process of how it all works and how we train for something like a 100-mile race. Stop running for a second. Look at those clouds. How wild is that? You can hardly see it, but they look like ripples or like waves. So cool. Halfway through, but one of the best things about the Waco Dam, look at that view. See the whole lake. It's pretty cool up here. Okay, let's go. Whoops. There you go. So it was 6 miles. The pace wasn't anything to write home about. Whenever I go running with Buck, it's like, I try not even to worry about the pace. I just worry about the distance and getting the miles in. Because he's like, going this way, going that way, squirrel, gotta pee, another dog, human. Just all over the place. But so we did 6, just shy of an hour with a 9:43 second pace. So not too bad. Let's be honest, one of the things I hate doing is running on a treadmill. It's just, I don't mind running if you're outside, but there's something about a treadmill where you're stuck in one place that mentally is very hard for me, which, you know, maybe that is a good thing. Maybe it's a good mental tool that can strengthen your mind. But today, I'm having to run the 8 miles that's planned for today on the treadmill, and it's just due to some other family scheduling that we had. It just worked out better to do it at the gym on the treadmill. So that's what we're doing today. Quick 8 miles on the dreaded treadmill. Also, something about running on a treadmill is it seems like it always makes my legs so tight, my calves. I think I mentally shorten up my stride on the treadmill, so I always make sure after to roll out my calves because they get so tight on the treadmill. I love using one of these kettlebells like this to roll out on and mash up all those tight muscles. But that's it, 8 miles and we're out of here. Day 3 of this week. Trying to get 6 miles in. Extremely windy out here. Having to run just from the house. Just trying to squeak this in our schedule. I wanted to run this morning, but it just didn't happen, so that's fine. So getting it in now. Got Buck with me. I don't think he wants to be out here either, though. Gonna finish this 6 miles out, and then tomorrow I'll have the 22-mile run, and that'll end the week. And I'll do that a little bit more like race prep. I'll take more food. I'll take a lot of water. I'll have the shoes on that I'll be wearing for the race. Just more of a race day simulation. Just about halfway, I stopped, see if he had to go to the bathroom. That's the tough thing with the wind kicking up like this and running with the dog. They try to sniff everything. There's just so much stuff in the air. He's having fun though, getting his exercise in. All right, 3 miles back. Come on back. Okay, 6 miles done. That was ugly, even though I did finish under an hour at 57 minutes, but I had Buck with me and he was like on his man period. I don't even know. It's like maybe there was a bunch of coyotes in heat that ran down the same roads that we were on, because I was basically dragging him nose on the ground. He was just sniffing, going crazy. It took just about all we had, or all I had, because I was carrying his weight. But all I had was a 9.5 minute mile pace on average. We did stop a couple times. I thought maybe he had to go to the bathroom or something, but no, he was just having fun, sniffing around. But boys will be boys, that's fine. And you know, it's one of those things that it's not only running, it's maybe you have some other task or chore you have to do where you think, oh, I'm just gonna go bust that out, it'll be real easy. And I thought today was gonna just be, an easy race, or not easy race, but an easy run. I'll just go knock it out real fast. And I ended up, half of the run, about 3 miles of it, was just in straight head-on wind. Plus I was pulling him. But in all reality, maybe it's better. I don't know. It was definitely more of a workout, and maybe that's what I needed for today. Not an easy 6 miles, but a little bit of a challenge. So day 3 out of 4, check that box. Tomorrow's a longer run. Let's get to it. All right, good morning. Sun's starting to peek up over the horizon. Made my way down to Cameron Park. Officially 7.4 miles into the 22-mile day. Keep chipping away at it here. I was alone, falling free. Just taking a second here. Take the headlamp off. Take a little breather. We're doing good. Pretty good pace. I tried to, so this is a 22-mile run. The race in Wyoming is going to be 28 miles. So this is a pretty close, simulation run for the race day. The race it's about 13 miles of real flat ground. And then you hit like up on the mountain where you hit like the elevation. So here I ran about 6 miles of flat ground, then got up into Cameron Park where it's, up and down hills, roots, stuff like that, just to mix it up. So that was nice. Heading back to the house now to grab some water and kind of resupply. I do, on these longer runs, I do eat. I had, like today, I had one of the kids' Z bars. They're just good. They're a little bit of brain fuel, a little pick-me-up, a little happy treat, and also some applesauce. Just some stuff like that that's easy to get down, but keeps the calories. I can go over later what I eat during an actual race, because that's more of a lot of protein and calories. And I do try to eat every 3 miles or so, 2 or 3 miles. But all right. Also, is this not the best time of the day? Sun's coming up, the world's waking up, birds are chirping, I saw deer running around. Man, if you got an opportunity to go for a run right before the sun comes up, do it. Man, it turned out to be just an amazing day. The sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. Let's check in here. I'm at 17.6 miles. So just a handful more to go. And then we're done with this week. Done with this big training block. And it's all kind of downhill from here. I do have a few more runs before the race, but they're just kind of like shakeout runs where just a mile or two here and there to get the legs loose. But check out this nice little back road I found. This is my kind of running. Not a house, not a car, just a road and your thoughts. All right, almost done. Let's go. All right, officially done 22 miles today. Just a couple minutes over 4 hours. So we are done with this week. I'm happy how everything went, all the runs, and next stop, Wyoming. Can't wait. And if you have a race this year you want to let me know about, shoot it down there in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you've got this year or maybe what your goals are. And we'll see you in Wyoming.